Now you look at the drift. So it's a horizontal opening in or near an ore body and parallel to the course of the vein. Now this becomes the drifts. The drifts. But in other mines, they call the drift a drive. That is why somebody asked the difference between a drift and a drive. I said they are almost the same. Yes. If you go to New Subika, they call this a drive. No one drive in the zoo. You see, but it's a crosscut. Then we come to a drift. We come to a drift. Now you know that if you're on the drift, and then from here to inside the stope, let's say stope, you know, a mover. Stope's not a creating, you know, underground. I don't say mover. Now from another deposit stope, the last end of the stoop, that is what you can say it's called a drive. These terms are normally used by the mining engineers. But the experience na yeah mining. What I say. Until me over crosscut kyerɛ me or mine so crosscut kyerɛ me a ebe wa ma me. But me can access me come and say okay access I say. Until that one's not there. Company bia na there. Until I say bit masesa company A bit my friend of crosscut but company B calls my friend access. Me there no. Oh, but they also to me at the pro they also to me who say this is the general name for it. Like this shaft now you can open new months I'll catch you say a porter. So me porter 1, porter 2, porter 3. But me call other mines be almost open entrance 1, entrance 2, entrance 3. I think Newmont is the only mining company in Ghana has here or used to or also porters no or no or porter or maybe I for room and maybe I for DP can burn some or just to reduce accidents. Good. So this is the incline where the cars and any other vehicle entering the underground use it. Into Odru Hanas level in all part. Or be free other companies free have access, but the right name is a crosscut. So when you get to the crosscut, yes, a book point at the top on and in pepe. It's a fine way at the on winning on the on and in pepe. See, this is what we call a drift. We stand here, we drill, we fire. No good. Near fire as a scientist, but at the end of the day, it will be a stop. A stop point, yes, find the mutant echo. So we take our ore from the stoop. Ores are being drawn from the stoop. Into we come here. Then we come here. So we create stoops to mine everything else. Then we do. I hope the drift and then the crosscut is well understood. Now let's look at the raise. A raise. It normally comes with raise and wings. Now when we say raise, it's a vertical or inclined opening driven upwards from one level to another level. So but in my slide, it's just a level to connect with the level above or to exploit the ground for a limited distance above one level. Remember yesterday I told you the whole underground mining system or the whole underground is just like a story building. Just like a story building. It's a bronze sign. So I did some sketch here. Yes, let's draw. Sorry, I'm drawing more because of the underground. For underground, it's quite abstract. All right, so we have a story building. We have one level. We have another level. We have another level here. You can be here working, and others can also be here working. Now, the raise, it connects one level to another level. But then if you are using raise, it means that it is connecting a level from a lower to an upper level, connecting a lower level to an upper level. It can sometimes be changed. We can also call that place a raise, depending on who or where the person is. So maybe Jina has say, I'm a person may cost one year about one contribute to her. It means I connected this level to this level. Because maybe Jina has say no. I can't wait ever raise. I'll call it raise. But Samiwaha, now me person me free her abaha, I'll call it wings. So we have raises and wings. The raise connects lower to upper, while the wings connect upper to lower. But that one, it depends on where you are standing. And this one, it is commonly seen in the shaft system. In the incline system, you will not see these raises and then the wings. It's not common because of our large rules and those things. We don't do raise. Even in underground, we don't just walk. You can't just walk anyhow. If you are walking, that means let's say you be in your stoop and then you're walking around. But the moment you are on the access or on the drive, we don't walk there. You can be easily knocked down by a vehicle. We have equipment underground. If you are even getting closer to them, the operator will not even see you. Those who have worked underground before, we have this equipment, the loader or the bugger. If you are closer to, if it is in operation and then you are closer to it, the operator will not even see you. He can kill you without doing it. Tomorrow I'll show you a video on that. I think Obuasi was doing some exercise on that, and then we took a recording of that. Tomorrow I'll show you that video. It's not here. Yes. The next one is a tunnel. Tunnel, the activity tunnel, a horizontal or near horizontal underground. Now the UG that you see means underground passage that is open to the atmosphere. So what we mean, or what a tunnel means is that, let's say there is an excavation. Yeah, Faha. Yes. Yes. There's an excavation underground. Who say both ends, no, it's open to the atmosphere. Both ends is open to the atmosphere. So, example, we can use these overheads. So when I'm say, both ends now is open to the atmosphere. So any excavation, both ends now are open to the atmosphere. We call that a tunnel. Add it. A horizontal or near horizontal passage driven from the surface for the working or dewatering of a mine. Now, once we are going down, once you throw a bull and okra, we mix water. Not more, let's say in underground. One of the most challenging issues, or even in surface, is water, because in so was as nothing. So whilst you are mining down, you meet water. Definitely, you meet water down. And if you don't control the water very well, the whole pit will be flooded, or the underground will be flooded, and then you can't go there. So we have designed certain parameters to take charge of these things we're talking about. Let's go back to the image. I think there's an adit. So look at this is an adit. This is created purposely for dewatering. Dewatering means that pumping water out of the mine. So it becomes an adit when it runs from outside to inside. So let's say we can place something here near the dewatering pumps. That's pumping. So whilst the water is being pumped, if it is pumping outside, that channel now air from the pump, we call that channel, we call it adit. That is the adit. Outcrop. This is commonly considered as the surface exposure of a mineral deposit. In the say, oh, you I don't know exploration for when they see an outcrop near or part of the ore which is exposed to the atmosphere. Bones say, are you concession so me a say, oh, that is why the guys follow. When they see that there is ore in that stone which is exposed outside, then they follow it in a mine. Now, an outcrop is an exposure of a mineral deposit. Now, if you look at this diagram, you can see where an outcrop is. So the outcrop is here. Now they follow the outcrop and then they got to the last end. So this is the ore. It's an inclined ore deposit. So you see, so they saw there was an exposure of the ore, and that is what we termed as an outcrop. So a part of the mineral deposit which is being exposed to the atmosphere, That is an outcrop. The next thing we talk about is overburden. So people say overburden, and let's also call it country rock. Some also call it the host rock. So it's a material of any natural consolidation or unconsolidation that overlies a deposit of useful material, which must be removed to get access to the desirable material. So what it means is that we have ore. We have ore. Let's say this is our ore. These are all deposits. Now, Kupon, in his own knowledge, did not make things so easy for us. So all the rest session might be waste. All this session might be waste. So the waste that you need to take off to get the ore is what you call the overburden. The overburden and cut on near man, I say near my fear was you free one sunny and saka on. That's what you call overburden. So it's a material of any consolidation, or the word consolidatedness, someone means it can be a hard material or a soft material that overlies the deposits at that deposit. So you need to break it before you get to the ore. Waste before you get to the main ore. So that is overburden.